Hello, thank you for joining me. Sorry it's been a little while. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm thinking about possibly making some changes to these videos, including doing some things that are not on the bed. And since I have a cat on my bed, I'm just going to do the best I can. So starting with our breathing nice and deep down into our hands that are placed on our bellies, breathing nice and deep. Taking a few moments to just leave the worries and the troubles of the day behind. Whether you're doing yoga in the morning, in the middle of the day, or at night, it's always good to take the time to clear our minds. Now moving to the full three-part or two-part breath, so breathing in nice and deep, first to the bottom hand, then to the upper hand. Full of breath and a nice long exhale. Breathing in peace. And breathing out calm. Placing our hands by our hips, continuing the nice deep breathing. And on your next inhale, raising that right leg toward the chest, gentle pulling in, remembering to hold underneath the knee. Nice deep breathing. Pointing and flexing the foot. And twisting to the right. And then twisting to the left. We're going to grab that foot and we're going to gently, gently massage just at whatever angle is easier for you. Just really trying to loosen up the feet, loosen up the balls of the feet. Really pressing on the inside there. Getting the arches. Getting the heels. You may choose to do this with lotion if you prefer. My feet could use some of that. And then getting those toes nice and deep. Nice pressure on the toes, and then pulling the toes back. Gentle, gentle, remembering that we always want to listen to the messages our bodies are giving us. We always want to respect our bodies. If something hurts, then don't do it. It should not be painful. And then pushing those toes forward. One more gentle. Oh, that feels good. Pushing on the outside there. Outside the foot. Twisting slightly. And then releasing that foot down. And then nice deep breath here. And repeating on the left side, pulling in on the inhale. And then pointing and flexing. And then twisting the foot to the left. hand to the right. And then again, pulling that foot in, gentle pressure, the fingers doing what feels comfortable. Our feet often don't get enough attention, don't get enough stimulation with our hands. And we're learning more and more how important our feet are. So if we can give our feet a little bit of time every day if we can, really, really just giving some love to those feet. Getting the arches and the heels. You may notice your feet feel different, and that's okay. Really getting those toes. And if you do pedicures, you could be male or female, of course. Do pedicures and then pulling those toes back. Just gentle, gentle, gentle stretching. Especially if you're doing them for yourself, always try to throw in a little bit of a foot massage while you're at it. If you take baths, try to rub those feet a little bit while you're at it. Now pulling forward. Being careful what shoes you're wearing. I used to sell European comfort shoes, walking shoes, and they make such a huge difference in the overall health of the body for wearing healthy shoes. It's better to spend a little, keep shoes for a long time that are good for your body. At least that's my opinion. Sorry for the unsolicited advice. And releasing that leg down. Piper's playing with the little strings on my, my pants. All right, inhaling, pulling both knees up, hugging and rocking. Full of breath, nice long exhales. If you can, try to pull those knees in tighter and tighter, because what happens is it releases the muscles and it also helps stretch out the spine. Rocking and pulling. And placing our hands on our knees in gentle circles away from the center. Trying to loosen up those hip joints, being gentle with them. Moving to the point that feels comfortable for you. Now changing direction. And then release, and then hugging again, and then straightening those legs. We're going to do the sequence of staff legs, and then knees to chest, and then cobbler or butterfly. Really trying to pull those knees down, and then knees to chest again, and then cobbler. So inhaling, knees to chest. Exhaling to cobbler, staff, I'm sorry. Inhaling again. And then cobbler or butterfly. On the exhale, inhaling again. Exhaling to staff. If you'd like, pulling forward a little bit, getting a deeper stretch, inhaling again. And then moving with your own breath. one last set. And then feet flat on the bed or the mat. I'm going to do some active bridges, remembering that we always want to make sure our feet are nice and stable, and we may either just push up with our hips, making kind of a straight line between our shoulders and our knees, or we may push all the way up and kind of arch or flex that back, and then coming down. I like to do them with knees to chest when we're done, sort of balance out. I'm not sure how this is going to work, baby girl. And if you'd like to add the arms, that adds an extra stretch to those shoulders. So moving with your own breath, inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. One more set. Placing our feet flat on the bed. Going to gently let those knees fall to the bed so that we have our feet touching if possible and our hips opening if possible. We're going to raise our arms on the inhale, and then snow angel our arms down on the exhale, moving with your own breath. If this doesn't feel comfortable on the hips, you may choose to put something underneath the legs to slightly support them. For some people, this doesn't feel comfortable on the back, so you might want to put something underneath the lower back to support it, or underneath the shoulder blades. Find a position that feels comfortable for you. You may even choose to have a pillow underneath your head. Now pausing here. On the next inhale, we're going to change. So we're going to inhale up, snow angel arms. And exhale down. This is really loosening up those shoulder joints, the upper back. And one more set. I think you'll notice that I'm doing this sort of halfway off the bed. That's because I'm at a funny angle. So what we're going to do now is we're going to tighten those abs, pull those knees up, and we're going to gently push up, okay? What we're going to try to do here is move into a boat, which I normally wouldn't do until later, but I feel like doing it right now. So we're going to pull in those knees, pull that chest like we're arching it forward, and gently rock. Try to straighten those legs. It's okay to hold underneath the knees for now. If you choose, you may, ooh, my leg didn't want to do that. May choose to stay here. Let me see if I can do that. Or have straight arms. Yep, my Wi-Fi doesn't want to do that right now. So you could have straight arms, straight legs. Sorry about that. Straight back, straight arms, straight legs. Trying to get into a balancing position here. You can point the toes, leave the toes up. I haven't done this in a while. So I'm going to try to, it's a balancing where you're trying to really pull that chest forward. I'm placing those feet down. My body is cramping, so that tells me I may be missing some important vitamins. I'll check on that when I'm done. So I'm going to put, using fists for wrist, lifting up and trying to flatten the belly and the legs. Nice deep breathing. It's called inverted table. And releasing down if you need to. Take a little break. You may choose to use starfish hands. I'm using fists for wrists because that feels better for my arms. Getting those feet nice and stable and then pushing up again, trying to get flat. Just stay there as long as you can. My form isn't very good on that one. And releasing the hips down. And try to find a yoga pose that works with the cat. So we always want to make sure that our sit bones are nice and stable. Our spine is nice and straight. We're rolling our shoulders up and back, placing our hands on our knees. Nice deep breathing. Remember, in these seated positions, we can sit with our legs crossed like I am, with our legs with butterfly feet. So they're touching like this. That is a little bit more of a hip opener. Or we may choose to have our legs open with pillows underneath. I haven't made a video in a little while, so I'm trying to send a couple reminders out, but you guys maybe have been doing them this whole time. So we're going to roll our shoulders up and back. And then up and forward. Going to do a gentle twist. So we're going to put our hands up in like we're going to high 10 each other. So we're going to inhale, place our hands, and then look over our right shoulder. You may fall slightly on the inhale and stretch a little bit on the exhale. Trying to keep the spine nice and straight. And then on the inhale, changing sides, finding our position. And then back to center. Going to gently arch our chest forward. And then letting our chin drop. I'm going to change which foot is in front now. I'm going to do some lateral stretches. So on the inhale, we're going to find our pose. On the exhale, go into it deeper. We're going to inhale up and then exhale. We're keeping our back nice and straight like we have a pole. Remembering the sides may not be equal, and that's okay. Almost windmilling the arms. One more set. Sorry, I got off. Back to center. And that is our yoga in bed for today. Stay tuned. I think I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to move this pack and play out of my bedroom, so I may be moving off the bed for some standing poses. And I'm going to start adding some strengthening. My pinky toe is okay now, I think. The injury has healed, so I think that I can do some of the more stomach poses. And always remember that, you know, anytime you're doing stretches, anytime you're doing yoga in bed, it is always good for you. Always remember to listen to your body, listen to the messages it's sending you. Respect your body. Remember, it may not move the same in both directions. That's okay. What we're trying to do is move to the point that feels comfortable for a gentle stretch. Waken the body, strengthen the body, add flexibility, and hopefully longevity. So thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you. Those of you who are watching the videos, I hope you're getting something out of it. Hope you share it, and namaste.